Eye injuries are the leading cause of blindness in children. Every 13 minutes, an ER in the United States treats a sports-related eye injury. Most injuries among kids aged 11 through 14 occur while playing sports. Each year in the United States, more than 100,000 eye injuries are sports-related, and 1/3 of those accidents involve children.
I myself was hit by a tennis ball in my left eye, and now I have lost the majority of the vision in the eye. Because where I got hit, the shock went completely around the eye, so it was only the very center of the back of the eye that was immediately affected. Anything remotely in the center of the eye, my left eye is useless. We think the best way that we can go do this is by going to other organizations and giving presentations.
During Experiment Day today, during your PE class, we're going to have a special presentation. We have a former student, Daniel, who's going to come up right now and talk about what he'll be teaching you at PE. So Daniel, come on up.
So during your PE, as Coach just told you, I'm going to be telling you about preventable sports injuries, because I got hit in my eye, and now I know better, and I want to make sure you guys know better now, so that you don't get hit in your eye. And I graduated from here, class of 2011, and I'm a junior in high school now, and I've been learning a lot, so I want to help you guys learn too. During your PE, I'll talk to you for maybe 5-10 minutes about what you could do to try to save your eyes. And that's that, yeah.
All right.
I think the service that Daniel's providing to elementary school children is really amazing. I never thought about teaching this to children, to protect their eyes while playing sports. It's just not anything that even went through my head. So that Daniel is bringing that here to the school, I can't even tell you how grateful I am for that. You hear about safety in sports and those kinds of things as you get older. I mean, as an adult, of course, and have my own children, but as a child, it was not anything that was ever taught to me. And I think Daniel, having gone through what he has gone through, which is traumatic for someone so young, and taking that trauma, if you will, and turning it into an opportunity to be of service to others is really quite incredible. I'm not surprised that Daniel did that, because that's the compassionate young man that he's always been.
But children that wear eyewear is only 15%, which is really bad. And that's just saying anything in general, like your glasses.
What's your impression of the reception he's getting today?
His presentation is good. It's good for the kids because he's got his PowerPoints, he's got his visual, he's got his prizes, he's got his questions, so he's keeping them engaged, and he's doing a great job.
Question time.
Question time.
What is the most dangerous sport to play in the United States? You.
Basketball.
Yes. Come up here and...
Basketball.
He wanted it so that the children were engaged, that they were having fun, and they felt free to talk, because he knows how we run our classrooms pretty strictly. Those children came in, they were laughing, they were of course telling their own stories, which was making me nuts, but anyway, it's like, let him speak, let him get through it.
Some sports that are really dangerous. Anybody want to read these out for me?
Basketball. I do boxing. I thought you
Be a
did
good
wrestling.
audience, third grade.
He was engaging them, and that's exactly how they learn.
I couldn't
Now,
hear
why
one
do you
thing.
think basketball is a scary sport?
You can poke somebody in.
Yeah.
Because when you're, because sometimes when you are dribbling the ball and the ball's really hard, sometimes people steal it and sometimes it hits you.
Okay.
You can sit there and lecture, and they kind of listen, as children do. They lose focus. But when they're engaged and when they're participating and when they're, getting it.
Take this onto your face. And over your eye.
He was getting them to join in and participate. that's when they actually learn. It's not when we're sitting there talking to them. And I think Daniel understood
Trying to
that.
make the basket into the basketball. Now, the reason this is harder in general is because you only have one eye. People have something called bifocal vision. Your right eye sees like, okay, I'm looking at you, and your left eye looks at you, and you make a triangle with your eyes. But if you only have one eye, you only got one part of the triangle, and you can't really tell the difference between like this and this with one eye. So, in general, it's harder to make a basket when you have one eye. So, go try.
Today we had a guest speaker, Professor Don Minkler, Professor Emeritus at USC, who basically gave us a breakdown of the anatomy of the eye, as well as various forms of trauma for the eye, and great ways on how to prevent this.
Any of you ever had one of those? They hurt like crazy. If you look at the sensory cortex in the brain, there's more of it devoted to the eye than any other part of the body.
Well, what our mission is pretty much to try to spread awareness to as many young athletes as we can to help prevent future eye damages, so that no more people have to deal with what I went through in my life.